Hello, and welcome back to Tiny Glade. Wanted to play again today and had some cool ideas I wanted to explore. There's a street in some Italian village that's really colorful. And there was a new patch today for Tiny Glade that talked a little bit about how they're adding all these colors for windows and the arrow slits and that sort of thing. So I don't know if I'll explore the lighting, but the last few builds have been colorful, but they've been very uniform in how their color work. So I decided for this one, I kind of want to make something a little more colorful and a little bit different. So I've gone with the flowery biome here today, just to kind of mix it up and see what we can have going. And I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to build one small street kind of down the center here with a few houses on each side. We'll see what we can get done in about 30 minutes, which I try to make these videos 20 to 30 minutes long, and get that going. So start by just kind of clearing out some of these trees a little bit. Want some space. We might add some back, I don't know yet. I just want to make sure I have enough space to to work. And clean up the flowers from the middle. Alright, and let's erase. There's a little bit of road there. Okay. So let's start by making our kind of road that we want to follow in the path here between the two sets of buildings. I don't want it to be too uniform, but I don't want it to be too intense either. And let's just curve it at the end here so we can get a nice little kind of view down the street. And then let's start putting in some buildings. I'm going to try and be a little more creative in terms of the buildings this time. Let's just get some basic kind of shapes going to begin with. And I want to have kind of something at the end that's a little bit in the way. Alright, let's get a few more here. We're kind of try to create kind of this feeling of a little bit of almost claustrophobia, not too much, but I really want to kind of make it so that these, you feel like we're walking down a smaller street. And I want to do a little bit more creative design here with how the buildings look. One here, something like that. Let's actually do, I want to make kind of square and a little more squat. Like this. Because I want to put another one. Just real quick. I want to make one of these buildings be a little bit larger on the top. So there's some very cool things you can do where basically one building is on top of another building. So let's see if this works when I drag this over. Like that. And then we'll up. Yeah, so see how you kind of get this neat. And put a little roof there. You get this neat kind of support structure that goes into the building. And I really kind of, I like that idea a lot. Just in terms of something a little different, right? A little bit unique in how it works. I'd also like to do, we can do something like this. And then we'll squeeze this in real tiny. And get that. Bring this down. I want to create a bit of a balcony, essentially. Over here on the side. And we'll make it a little bit taller. Something like that. And we're going to add more details as we go here, but like I said, I just want to try and get things a little fleshed out a little more quickly, because we're going to try and put a decent amount of detail into these structures. So just a little wider, and that's here. Yeah. Bring that down just a little bit. We don't want it to. I want to make sure we can kind of maybe a little. I think a little less height actually. And bring that there. We're kind of missing, one of the things here we're missing, right, is this little sort of hint that exists. So we want to make sure that it's coming up just a little bit. A little more. Yeah, something like that, right? We just want that kind of hint of shape or texture, essentially, on the building. We can try to make. Okay, and then let's do this. I want a little building building here. And I think we'll put like a small garden space just right there. Like that. And maybe move it up the street just a little bit, right? Because we still have that feeling of a little bit of, you know, these buildings are really tightly packed together, but without getting too tightly packed. This one I want to move off the street just slightly. And kind of, like I said, we want to see kind of down. I want to see down this little alley and just kind of get, you know, a hint of things that are kind of going on and what it looks like down here. So we want to kind of have it like that. And I want to put another balcony here. I'll turn this up, down, this down like this. And this one, I want this to be wooden like that. And let's see, can we make this a little smaller and bring it in. Oh yeah, that's even better. That's perfect. Okay. I just want it to. I want to have the supports over on that one side. All right. And let's get you a circular building here. I just want to look down the alley, kind of like this. I don't think I want to build. I want something kind of smaller. Right here. Yeah. Let's arrange around here. Long. You know what? Actually, maybe we'll do here. Let's put a little bit. That. Let's bring this way down. Just want to almost look like a little bit of a fence kind of structure. And then something like this. We'll play with the roof a little bit. We want to still, you know, make these spaces somewhat livable. I really want to bring this down, make this kind of a really small, just a nice little one story. We might change this the height a little bit. Get the right, because I still want to be looking. I want to have that view down the alley, kind of feeling like we can look over in this way and see a little bit of different structure. So we can get all these. When I look down here, I'm going to see all these different colors. It should make a pretty interesting design. Okay, and let's do a larger building there, and then coming off of it, like this, like that. It's going to be large enough for, but I want it to be. I want to make sure on this one, right? It's still smaller than this kind of main circular structure. Alright. Really like how this is looking right now. Kind of looking down there. Do I want anything else? Maybe one more building? No. No, I think I like how this looks for right now. Okay, so first off, let's start by fixing up some of the colors here. I want this to be pretty eye-catching down at the end, so let's do it like that. And some of these roofs, you know, they don't really match. We'll just kind of play with it and see how these look as we kind of go along. And you know, they don't even all have to have the same texture, right? Because we need like this more brick style texture. Like that. Like that. And then they're like this. Matches pretty well. But it's a little off colors to kind of create that separation. And here. Create something that's quite a bit different shade wise. Yeah, maybe you can create a little different texture there, like that. Okay. And something like that. The roof here. break up the colors a little bit. And this one I actually think I want to do kind of like a two-tone roof. Something like that, right? Because maybe maybe the structure will is built on a little bit later or differently. Maybe we'll do something like this with like, no, I think I want, yeah, like they tried to match the color, but it wasn't quite perfect. And then we'll have this a little darker wood there. Here I want a really bright wood to kind of contrast. Something there. And get that one colored as well. And keep in mind, it's not supposed to really match, right? It's supposed to be, make you just kind of go, whoa, these buildings are kind of different from each other, right? They have different owners, different personalities, and kind of different opinions, and but they're all neighbors and part of the same neighborhood, trying to make their space theirs, and, something that they can be proud of together. Let's do maybe that. Yeah, I think that's good. All right, and we'll leave the top on this one greenish. I actually kind of like that. The contrast between these two is kind of nice, so I think we'll leave it like that. And the smaller house. We've got a lot of blues kind of in this area, so let's break it up with a little brown there. Yeah, something like that, right? We're still getting this kind of pop of color as we kind of view down the street. Down here, let's do one of these brick-like textures. Maybe, ooh, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Let's see, how does this look too? Okay, great. And that looks really nice. I like that a lot, that color in this building. Okay, now that we've done that, let's change how these look a little bit. The roofs are a little different in these different kinds of structures. That way. Rotate. All right. Here. Like that. Bring this in so different shapes on these roofs. That. I want some of them to feel a little bit different as we kind of go down to break things up a little bit. We have quite a few where it's even like this. I think I want one like that at the end. I don't think I do, because I want to make sure we have this roof variation, right? Like where the roofs are similar but different from each other, right? And then we'll kind of push that down. Maybe here. Bring that in just a little. A little bit of that. And yeah, something like that, I think. Pretty nice. A bit too many of the little pointy spikes on some of these buildings, so let's get rid of those just a little bit. Okay, great, this is looking really good. Now what I want to do here. Now, the thing that I'd really like to happen is you can sometimes put these windows in. Like a window there, and you can put a window... Where's the other one? A window here. And sometimes they'll actually connect across with the... But we might not be able to do that because of the height. So maybe what we'll do... Put a door at the bottom. What does this look like height-wise? I'm gonna do this cool thing where you do like the double doors, right? You like this larger door. let's do that. And then bring this down a little bit. I'll bring this down a little bit. Alright, now can these windows connect? No. I just want the clothesline to go across, but I'm not sure how to make it happen. We do this. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So it's because I had the clothesline on both. Now we can get that kind of shape that I really want. And then I think one other thing I want to do is on this little caddy corner, I put a little picture here. This up, and then all the way down, get rid of this. And then right here. And then I get a corner window. And larger. Oh yeah, something like that. Let's make this a little wooden balcony. Let's change the color here real quick. Yeah, just this little weird corner window. I don't want that. Yeah, that I do like. Yeah, just kind of weird corner window balcony there. Okay. All right. The door here. Not on the balcony. I'll put window in. There. Window on this side. And then let's put this. I don't think I want it on this building, but I do really like the idea of those. We don't need to worry about putting too much texture into this side, right? Because we're not really going to be looking at it as much, but I still want to create that little bit of detail. Another interesting thing that I learned yesterday, I did a little bit of research. So when you're putting in these flowers, right, you see there's basically 3 levels. So see how we did this second level of plants. Apparently sometimes there's a third one you can get depending on the size, but you can basically scrub over the same area and get even more flowers. So I thought that was really cool. Now this one I want to make just a little path that kind of curves back behind the buildings. Just to, make it think like, oh yeah, people are walking there, and we'll curve it a little that way, because you're definitely going to be cutting corners on any kind of desire path. If you're not familiar with desire paths, it's a really interesting concept of how people are going to kind of walk the way that they want to walk. So it's something you should definitely, if you're interested in that kind of architectural stuff, you should check it out. It's really quite neat. I also figured out how to do the metal chimneys. You need to have a window or something above them. But if you're not familiar with desire paths, I definitely recommend taking a look and learning a little bit more about them, because they really are quite interesting to learn about and kind of understand how they work. Few chimneys around the sides and the back here. Alright. I think this one, if it does, right, it's gonna have rather squat little chimney coming off the top. I think it's pretty realistic for most of these structures to have a chimney. this one because of the size, right? You probably have your chimney more aligned with the inside on the bottom there. Do that, and then squeeze it down like that. Oh yeah, this is really looking nice. I'm very happy with this so far. Get some more dormants here. Okay, one door there. I want to put... Well, I know you can do... Usually do this thing where you put like a double door, but I want to do that where you can have even more doors. So that was just, accomplished by clicking multiple times. Anybody who's trying to do the same thing kind of just next to it, if that makes any sense. We don't do that everywhere, right? Not everybody's gonna have a massive door like that. That. And one of the other cool things you can do, which I'm gonna try to do right here, you can put a flag there and then put a flag here. Yeah, you get this. I'm just so impressed by what the developers have done with this. It's just so good. Really, really enjoyable. And you can even mix and match the colors, which is just so cool. Let's do something like that. A little bit of contrast, but not anything too gaudy. Yeah, maybe something like that. Yeah, I like the little sheep. We'll do that. Okay. And let's put another window here. And then we'll do a nice double window here. Need a small door for this house. Because people live here, right? And we want to, have that kind of feeling. You see how I did this where I basically scrubbed over it multiple times, and it kind of created this larger amount of plants. I don't think I want that. I just want something. No, I think that's a little bit too much. Let's do this. I don't want those rocks in the path too much, right? Because this is somewhere people are regularly walking, so I don't think you're going to be worrying about it as much. And let's do that. We're looking time-wise. Okay, we still have a few more minutes here to get creative. I'm going to do this little corner window. That. Another door here. Another one of these kind of wider doors. More clear in front. Need some windows, right? So you can talk to your neighbors and see how they're doing and communicate with them. That. Here. See if we can get these to connect and make another. Oh yeah. I don't know. I like the clothesline for some reason. I don't know why. It just looks so good. Another window. Window right here. And these people have a door on the back of their house. Just a little bit right. Walking around the corner sometimes. We're looking up the street. I want to make sure most of our focus. This needs to move up a little bit. This is too low. I want to make sure most of our focus is kind of down the street. A little more square corner window there. Here as well. do wish you could kind of line them up a little bit easier, but that's okay. That's that. One of these big triple windows in the back. I think we can justify the height of the building. You just a tiny bit taller. I just want to make it so it feels as real, as possible. There we go. Now the height of this window feels a little more realistic in terms of where it would be. Double window there. And I feel like we probably have a window here. Like that. Alright. Okay, I think I'm really happy with that. I want a few trees along the back here. And again, in order to use, we're not going to use all the space today, so I don't think we need to go too crazy. But just kind of fill this back in a little bit. So it feels a little more natural, a little more full in terms of what we're kind of looking at here. And a few trees here. And then I think the last thing I want to do is I want to build a small like a small garden in the front here. So I want to do kind of like these rows of plants. Like that maybe. Then I want some path to go through. People are just walking and enjoying what's available here. We'll make this one smaller. Not quite as heavily walked. I was thinking. Yeah, something like that. Alright. How is this looking now? And the view down the path looks really nice. There's something more here, but I don't think I want to. I think I kind of just like how this is looking. Put a few more trees in the background. Yeah, I'd really love it if you could do, apple trees or fruit trees of some sort. You have a little orchard here. Maybe a little Mediterranean style. Oh, that was too close to the house. Alright. One window. Here. And one window here. We don't really need to do this, right? We're not going to really be seeing it, but it's fun. It's fun to put the effort in, try and make it look as nice as possible. Much more enjoyable that way, or for me at least. Make it feel more realistic and a little more lived in. Something like that. Oh, we still didn't. Oh my goodness, we almost forgot here. Oh, that was that close. Let's do something like this. Don't do that. Like that. And if you're gonna hang your washing out here, you're definitely not gonna have these little plants in the way. You gotta be able to get in there. Yeah, everything has one more. Okay. The benches there. And These have doors and windows now, right? Yes, yes. Okay. Little fence, and then maybe what we'll do here. Let's just put in a little fence going down this way. Okay. I really like this. I think I want one more. I don't really want to use this style since we haven't really built anything else in that style. I don't really feel like it's that appropriate. I do think I want bigger window like that there. And that. I want one each here. We can make this angle a little bit different. I think we want to do something like this. A little more variety. We want one here. No, I think that's a little overkill. I think we do want one on that side. Just a hint that it's there. Right, just kind of make you think about it and be like, oh yeah, you know, that might be what this looks like. Bring that down slightly. Alright, take a look. Now maybe right. That. Yeah. Alright, I really like how that looks. And then let's do this even. I want to. So this is the kind of first person kind of camera. What this kind of looks like as you're coming in. I'm gonna walk down the path here and back around. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm very, very happy with that today. Do something like this. A little bit. I want a little bit more info. Yeah, I want to this really. We just need to break. We need to break this up a little bit more, and we can do that real easily just by putting a little window right above. Yeah. Okay. Put a hint of those flowers in the side there. Yeah. I'm really, really happy with how this one turned out. A little more unique. A little bit long, but that's okay. I think it was worth the time investment here. Kind of all these buildings. Something like that. Look. Zoom out a little more. Even something like this. This right here makes me so happy to look at. It's very colorful and not too complex, but it feels like it has a lot of character for what we're going for. So okay. Well, I think that's gonna be it for today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great afternoon.